Well. Welcome back, everybody. Like I said, I would be starting up this stream very soon, and we are back and live. So, we are getting ready to watch some PRA Silver Series here on PSN Wreckfest, Season 18. I'm just pulling up the chat, making sure I got everything nice and squared away and ready to roll. We got another new face tonight in Undead Outlaw. So, we shall see how he does tonight. I'm hoping to see a good performance out of him. While they're going through their qualifying here, we've all seen this. I'll hop on board and scroll through the field. I just wanted to talk a little bit about what Racer was saying in the previous stream. In that I am now taking over as the head of PRA. I'm very, very honored to be the new head of PRA. I'm very excited. I know it's going to be a lot of work, but I'm here to put the time in, and I'm excited to see where things go. As I said in our Discord, we're going to be starting up some iRacing in the future. That's likely going to be maybe not start of next year, but a little later on into the year. I just want to talk to some people about iRacing and learn a little more about it, as I've never played it. But I wanted to give a special thank you to all these PRA Wreckfest PSN guys and gals. Thanks, Spider. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, I want to give a special shout out to the PSN Wreckfest guys. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. You know, I started off season 11, I think it was, in the Bronze Series, and you know, I worked my way up. I was first just a commentator, and then I became a streamer, and then an official, and you know, eventually worked my way onto the board of directors, and now to be named as the head of PRA is an awesome honor. And you know, I appreciate especially all the PSN Wreckfest people, because like I said, this is where I got my start. These are my roots in PRA, and I will never forget about the awesome moments I've had with you guys, no matter how far this thing goes. I also want to give a shout out to B-Dog. He joined our meeting today, and you know, the way he left was a shock to a lot of people, especially to me, since I went from helping out in GT7 to running it in a blink of an eye. But he came in and he apologized for how he left, and you know, he just needed some time for him. He was putting so much time and effort into this that he wanted to grow personally, and you know, I told him, like, through the fire and flames, I'll always be here. Shout out to anyone who gets that reference. But yeah, I'm really glad to be a part of this family, and appreciate all of you for making this as great as it is. You know, I said in the Discord, if you have any questions or suggestions on how to make this thing even better, you know, feel free to always reach out to me, because I might not answer right away, but I'll answer eventually. But yeah, iRacing is the future for PRA. It's the biggest sim game in the world by far, and you know, I want to see how much this thing grows. And me wanting to go to iRacing does not mean at all that we're going to stop with Wreckfest, or excuse me, I'm still dying, or Gran Turismo, or you know, we're starting up a ACC Assetto Corsa league. None of those are going to fully go away. The only thing that's going to change about those series is it's not going to be one of the board of directors running them. It's going to be, you know, the community, and we're going to be looking to grow our officiating team, and I kind of want to have some more moderator type people and stuff like that to help us with running the Discord, and you know, answering questions if we're not available, because if we do end up going to iRacing, I promise you, us board of directors are going to be stupidly busy in trying to get that set up. So, yeah. Like I said, any questions, comments, concerns, always feel free to shoot me a message on Discord. I may not answer them right away, but I will answer them eventually, as soon as I see them. But enough of that sappy, sad shit. Let's get into the Silver Series racing. Excited to see our new friend Undead Outlaw. Actually, I'm going to ride on with him for a little bit and see what happens. It's always good to see new people. Thanks, Kylo. I really appreciate it. Saturn says full send. Always got a full send, brother. Forbidden. Bumskeg. Bumskeg said he was really, really tired today, so he just wanted to kind of relax and not stream, so I'm taking the reins. Fortunately, that means I won't be racing in Gold Series because I will be up here in the booth unless someone in one of the lower series graces us with their presence up here in the booth. But so far, looking at the lap times, let's see, we got 102.4 out of Kinger, 102.7 out of Racer and the Bunk. So definitely getting deeper into the 102s than the bronze guys. Shout out to Mad Matt and Walleye, both making it up here into the Silver Series. Let's see how they do tonight. I hope they do well. I feel like this is going to be a little bit more exciting racing than in that Bronze Series, just because it'll be some closer battles and more things to watch out for sure. Undead Outlaw jumps up into second with a 102.6. Very good to see. Newcomer showing his stripes early and strong here. Cyber up to a 102.5. Cyber's always had really good pace, though. Who do we got for winning this race? I kind of want to go out on a limb, and I'm gonna go with the wild card here. I'm gonna go with Undead Outlaw, brand new to PRA racing. I just want to see kind of what he does. It'll be interesting for sure. It's always a little nerve-wracking coming into your first league race. I don't know if he's raced in other leagues or not, but you know, doing that is a brave thing. It's not easy. It's intimidating. Oscar going with Trackhawk. Trackhawk's always a solid pick. He's very, very fast and getting faster every day. Yeah, I hope it's going to be close racing too, Spider. This track is always either super, super fun and exciting or just really boring. And since I'm in here by myself, I hope it's not just boring. But since we are on the PSN side of things and we're still just watching a little bit of qualifying, I do want to say up in the Discord, we are starting an Assetto Corsa Competizione League. Mr. JSM Turismo is going to be running it, so if you have a PS5 and you want to try out a sim racing game, it is on the I forget what it's called for PlayStation, the game catalog or whatever. I believe it's still there. So it's free to download. You're always welcome to come give it a shot. Kinger so far on the pole with a 102.3. Risky Wreck improves to a 103.5. Undead Outlaw stays at that 102.6. Trackhawk 102.8. Racer 102.6. Undead Outlaw, I already said that, 102.6. Looks like Risky Wreck jumped up a little bit. The Bunk stays where he's at. Seems like everything's going to stay kind of how it is. Kinger on the pole, Cyber in second, Undead Outlaw in third, Racer Chicken fourth, Bunk in fifth, AJ sixth, Trackhawk seventh, eighth is Mr. Matt, ninth is Risky Wreck, 10th is Wally, and 11th is Mr. Petrie. This is going to be an exciting race. I hope. I'm banking on it. yeah, so while we're getting ready to go, next season there's going to be a few changes. It seems like it seems we are going to have some people still helping out in the PSN Wreckfest side of things. We're going to be reaching out to people who filled out that form saying they'd be interested in helping run it. Who's hunting rocks? I think AJ is going to hunt some rocks today. Um, but yeah, so it seems like Colt is going to be kind of heading that, and we're going to find him some people to help him out where they can, in terms of officiating, commentating, streaming. We want to bolster our roster a little bit. Oscar, you're always supposed to call me Your Highness. I'm just kidding. You can call me whatever you want. Just don't make it anything offensive. But Your Highness, I think it suits me. I'm just messing around. But yeah, so Colt's going to be the head of that. Squeller is going to jump over and help me in Gran Turismo because he has a sim rig and wants to use it. So that seems to be the changes over there so far. In terms of the PC side of things, we're getting ready to kick off our NR 2003 league. Our good friends Valley and KS are going to be running that with a little bit of help from Cross. PC Wreckfest currently in its off season, which is probably why Kylo's here. That makes sense. Good to have you here, Kylo. But yeah, PC Wreckfest is going to be in its off season. We're also going to be starting up an Automobilista 2 league from the sounds of things. And I think other than that, that's the three new leagues: NR 2003, Automobilista 2, and PSN Assetto Corsa. So it'll definitely be it's going to be some good series going on. And that's kind of what we want, is to have people from our community that have been around for a while and that we trust to kind of run these series so that we can focus a lot of attention onto iRacing. That doesn't mean we're going to show no attention to you guys. We're still going to be hands-on in other places, just not as heavily involved. I mean, there will never be a day where I will say no to streaming or commentating in this PSN Wreckfest League because, like I said, these are my roots. This is my home. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where things go. I hope that it continues to grow at the pace that it's been at. We're almost at 600 people in the Discord, which is absolutely amazing. Our goal right now currently is we want 1,000 on Discord, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That would be the dream, because once you get to 1,000 on Discord, you're actually discoverable in the communities. So you add tags to your league, and you put in Wreckfest, Gran Turismo, iRacing, and people who are searching sim racing, people who are searching that up, our Discord would be discoverable to them. And so once you get to that 1,000, it just keeps on growing. But we are getting ready for some racing, and I'm excited to see this racing. I'm going to hop on board with... Let's go with the rock hunter himself, Mr. AJ. We got a good show in here in the Silver Series with 12 people. Slick must have just missed qualifying, which is unfortunate, but hey, that's okay. We're getting ready to go. He's starting at the back, but it's a long race. Lots of opportunities to make up some positions and make up some points. But we are getting stacked up, packed up. Everyone's getting lined up, and we are going green here at Boulder Bank Short Route. Seems like a good start from these silver racers. AJ up into the wall a little bit. Very solid start. Let's hop on board with Undead Outlaw, the newcomer, holding back both Racer and the Bunk. Two very quick drivers here in this Silver Series. and he's holding them back like a champ. Gets bumped in the tail end by the bunk a little bit, but is able to hold on. Somebody's slipping back there. Who was that? That looked like Slick. It was very unfortunate. But that's okay. Lots of time left in the race still, like I said. And if they keep racing tight like this, I would not be surprised. I mean, they're 3 wide going to this downhill. Risky Wreck just kind of gets pinched out of line there a little bit, but doesn't lose much from it. AJ is still in 6th. As you can see, everyone's trying to ride that berm a little bit on the outside. It gives you a really good kick going into the corner. Petrie and Risky Wreck side by side coming to corner number 1. Petrie is able to get that position. Cyber was able to take the lead, so Kinger is going to be trying to hunt him down. See what's going on back here. Let's take a little ride with Trackhawk. Trackhawk is trying to get around Mr. AJ here in the black and green car. Black with a green strap. And this corner right here is always my kryptonite. Trackhawk takes it nice and wide, but he goes a little too wide. Mad Matt with a beautiful pass. Takes that inside line. Very, very well done there for sure. Racer Chick and Undead Outlaw still going at it up here. Being very respectful and clean, though. Sorry, I just had to take a quick drink there. Let's take a look around. The bunk gets into the wall a little bit. That's going to give AJ a good run. He's going to fly past him on this straight. Going into corner number 1. Looking at the lap times, Kinger so far with the fast lap. And I'm sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. My parents, or my stepmom and little brother just went outside. I don't know where they're going. But seems like everything's getting a little single filed here. Matt's still trying to chase down Trackhawk. Trackhawk was able to get back around him somewhere to get back into that 7th place position. Oh, and Trackhawk is the one who's rock hunting tonight. He hits the rock, goes for a little spin into Barrier. I'm going to hop on board with Kinger here. This seems to be the battle to be right now. Racer Chick was able to get around Undead Outlaw back there. And AJ also getting around the bunk, I believe. Maybe they were just trading positions, swapping paint. Kinger takes a really solid line through here. This might be a really solid lap. And it is a 102.3. You can absolutely pick someone else now, Oscar. But this is it. This is your last pick. Man, something must have happened with Undead Outlaw as well. He is really falling back. He's back into 8th now. So Racer Chick has a clean air now, trying to hunt down Cyber and Kinger. And if they keep battling like they have been, she'll be up there in no time. Gets around this corner really, really well. And she has been catching them. I mean, she does have a really solid lap time. She's right up there with those two. So I would not be surprised to see her in this battle before long. Oh, and Kinger hits the barrier, hits the second one as well. But Racer has to brake quite a bit so that she doesn't hit the rocks in that little pit. Oh, and it seems like we may have a caution out. We do. Caution is out on the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. Must have been whatever happened with that Undead Outlaw incident. So this is going to be interesting. Everything's getting restacked, repacked, and ready to roll. And as we get everyone starting to catch up to the field, I'm sure we will speed up this pace speed a little bit. Even if we don't, that's okay. Gives me a chance to take a little breather and have another sip of water. The bunk and Racer Chick are just pushing each other around up there. Looking like me and W whenever we line up side by side, just pushing each other down the straights. Mad Matt somehow finds his way up into that 5th place position. Very, very well done out of him for sure. Let's hop on board with Undead Outlaw and see how he does. Yeah, his car is definitely hurting. But let's see how he does on this restart. We are restacked, repacked, and getting ready to roll here. As we're getting tightened up and getting ready to go to the green flag. And everyone is still 2x2. The bunk going out a little wide, getting squeezed by Risky Wreck. And it looks like Racer is trying to make a move up there. Let's hop on board with her. Look behind and see the pack just fan out. See if anyone's going to die coming up this uphill right-hander. Very precarious part of the track. Little rocks hidden everywhere. And it seems like everyone got through alive. Very well done. But these top 3, again, are just breaking away real quick. I agree, Oscar. Racer's just got to be a little patient here. Bide her time. Wait for one of these two to make a mistake. Maybe wreck each other out. My dog is currently whining at me from the upstairs. So I'm going to mute real quick. And let's go for a little hood action from Racer Chick watching these two battle. Sorry about that. Just take a look behind, see if anything crazy's happening. I kind of like this camera angle. I'll ride on this for a second here. Cyber gets into the wall a little bit. That's going to give Kinger a chance. But Cyber's going to protect that inside. And Mad Matt is right here with Racer. Mad Matt is absolutely flying right now. And all 4 of these top 4 take that corner like a pro. I see the bunk getting to the wall back there a little bit. Let's get back on a chase view. Actually, let's go with trackside view for a second here. Spice things up a little bit, you know? Hopping on board with the bunk in between Risky Wreck and AJ. Trackhawk not too far behind. Something must have happened with Undead Outlaw again. Undead Outlaw has worked his way back into 11th, which you hate to see, but this is a tough track. Mad Matt into the wall. And Racer is ahead of Cyber Gamer now. Cyber goes very wide into that corner. Oh, and Cyber gets sent into the trees. But he somehow saves it. Wow, very well done. Let's see what we got going on up front. Yeah, this is a really good view. I don't know why I've never used it. This is great. Looking at the lap times, Kinger still got the fast lap with a 102.391. That was a unbelievable save, Oscar. That was ridiculous. We got some really good, tight Silver Series racing right now. Especially out of this top group. Got Slick and Undead Outlaw battling back here for 10th place position. Undead Outlaw, again, the newcomer, is doing very, very well in his first ever race. I mean, he started in silver, and that's no easy feat. Silver is very, very fast. Mad Matt still up here in 3rd in this silver series. Absolutely showing Mr. Colt Chevy that he has indeed made a big mistake in putting Matt into bronze. Racer Chick has taken the fast lap now with a 102.350. I agree, Mr. Oscar. If he keeps clean air, he is very, I wouldn't say unstoppable, but very, very tough to beat for sure. He's very fast. Very consistent, too, when he's in clean air. Cyber now back in 7th after that epic save through the forest. He's going to be trying to pick up a few positions here. Well, I did make the silver race. Let me, we're right on Mr. Walleye for a second. Where are you, Wally? There you are. Wally definitely a little off the pace on this track, but even in that Broads race, he struggled here a little more. It's going to be really fun to watch him on Vale Falls. Walleye has been around as long as I've been around, and let me tell you, this guy has been a blast to race with. Yeah, he did, Oscar. He had a very, very solid second place finish over at Vale Falls. I mean, he was running really quick times, and he was there. If he had a better start and didn't get a little caught up on that inside berm, I think he would have had a good shot at that race. Looking back up front, Racer is still just on the bumper of Kinger. She's playing it really, really patient here, and I love it. It's exactly what you want to do when you're in this scenario. Just kind of ride on the bumper, put a little pressure on, try and force a mistake, and then once you got a couple laps to go, if he still hasn't, then, that's when you make your move. Looking around the field, there's really not a whole lot happening here. Yeah, it seems like the only real, this Slick and Undead Outlaw battle is still kind of happening, but it seems like the only real close matchup right now is for the lead, and this is an important position. Racer gets a decent run off of that corner. Looks to the inside, doesn't quite get it done. Looks like she might have checked up a little bit. This is not what we talked about, Racer. Hit him. Not hard enough to send him, but, just a little tap. A little tap. DUS knows about the little tap. And Racer with the 102.1 improves her fast lap. And everyone here is either in the 102s or low 103s, other than Walleye, but he's our bronze driver, so it's okay. But Slick must have had an incident, because Walleye did just get around him. Where are you, Slick? There you are. Man, he must have had a big incident. Unfortunately, we are on caution cutoff, so that will likely be the end of Slick's race. Again, this is the battle to be watched. Racer Chicken Kinger coming to the white flag lap. This is where Racer's got to make her move. Has a good run, but she checks up just a touch. It really does look like Racer's trying to draft, but she's got to remember that this is not Gran Turismo. There is no draft here. She has a good corner one. She's going to have a solid exit here. It's going to be time for her to make a move. She can't check up anymore. Tries to work her way to the inside. Kinger not really leaving that door open for her, though. And let's see. She has a good corner here. She still has a very good shot. Kinger also gets a good corner. So it all comes down to these last two corners. Can Racer Chick do it? Kinger starts a little more inside. Racer's going to have a little more speed coming on the exit. It seems like they're almost even. Racer might have a slight edge on speed. She's going to look to the inside. She's not going to have that run off the berm, but is she going to be able to cut off that position? Contact is made. She slows him down. Is it enough? And it looks like it is. Racer Chick is going to come home with the win. Kinger in second. What an epic last lap battle between the two of them. Very, very well done. Super well timed by Racer Chick. Kinger in second. Mehmet in third. Trackhawk in fourth. The Bunk fifth. Cyber sixth. AJ seventh. Pichu eighth. Risky Wreck coming home in ninth. Undead Outlaw coming home in 10th. Wally coming home in 11. And Mr. Slick going to be bringing up the rear in 12. What an epic finish! That was an awesome move for the pass at the end there. A little contact made for sure, but I mean she bid her time and man, what a hell of a finish. I don't know if Racer is added into this party. I hope she is, because I really don't want to go in and invite her. Let's see if she joins in here. If she doesn't join, then I'll there she is. Winner of race number 1, Miss Racer Chick.
That was insane.
What
dude.
a hell of a race. And that last lap battle between you and Kinger was epic. It was so good.
I feel a little bad. I kind of stuffed it in there at the end, but
hey, you know, you got to do what you got to do. This is Wreckfest, baby.
Squeller said he wanted Kinger to come over here with me. I don't know.
All right, if you want to give Kinger a little invite, then
I'll invite him. That was a really good race. I'm shaken. That was a good race.
That was an epic race between the two of you. I mean,
oof.
Very, very patient out of you for sure. It was great to see. And there is Kinger. Man.
That was a great race.
That was an epic battle between you two. Almost the entire race. I mean, Kinger and Cyber were having quite the battle. I don't know if Kinger's here yet, but
I think he is. Oh no, he's not loaded in yet. I don't know. I was like, I'm fast. I'm gonna try everything I can.
I just tried being a brick wall.
Hey, Ed.
He did. He held me off the whole time.
I knew I didn't have anything for Racer. I've seen her qualifying laps. I couldn't get anywhere near that. So I'm like, if I get in the front, I just need to play brick wall. And sadly, I didn't play brick wall hard enough on that last turn.
But hey,
she bumped me just right, set me a little wide, and it brushed off a few mile per hour off of me, and she got it clean.
I mean, epic race between.
Her for that.
Yeah, it was a real epic race between you two. Also, an epic race between you and Cyber at the start of the race. There, I mean, if you guys weren't beating and banging and trading spots like you were, Racer might not have caught you.
I would not have.
I don't know what happened to Cyber. What even happened to him? I just see that he dropped. Like,
so
I saw him behind me, then nothing.
When he went, he fell back a couple positions back into like 4th, and something happened going into the right-hander into the forest. He kind of got hung up on someone and slid into the trees, but it was an epic save. I mean, he only lost 2 or 3 positions out of it, and came back into the. Yeah, it was an epic race. I mean, you guys definitely made it exciting for me, especially near the end there. So, congratulations, Racer, on a big win. And
yeah, congrats, Racer.
Kinger, hell of a race, hell of a battle you put up, man. Definitely don't feel bad about that one. That was epic.
That was I genuinely, like, that was a fun race.
Hey, and
it was very stressful. I'm literally, I was shaking because it was like so intense.
I'll be honest too. That is, I think when the bronze races started, that's when I changed my tune up, and I was running slower with my old tune, and then I got faster with my old tune. Then I got slower. I couldn't find consistency. I found consistency with this new tune, and I still had nothing.
Hey man, it was a great battle between the two. You really could have went either way. I mean, it was 50-50 shot going into that last corner, man. It was unreal.
Well, congratulations. I'll see you in the next race.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck to both of you. Hold on to your panties because it's going to be an intense one.
Bye.
Good luck, Racer.
Thank you.
So that was your race number 1, Victor Racer Chick, and our number 2 finisher in Kinger. Not very often that we bring both of them in. For some reason, Squeller wanted him up here, but hey, I'll take it because epic race between all 3 of them. And even Mad Matt really impressed me there. Got a third place finish. Just kept his nose clean for all the race, and that's kind of what you need to do. Seems like we got a random down here. Let me go do my duty. Oh, he's gone. Never mind. Well, if that's the case, let's vote kick Racer Chick then. But we're going to get ready to do some qualifying on probably one of the trickiest circuits on the schedule this season in Vale Falls Reverse. We didn't talk about it too much in the bronze stream, but very, very tight racing. Very small track, not very wide, very narrow. Some corners, there's really only one line you can take because you're kissing the apex and instantly going into the wall on the outside. So this is definitely a challenging one. We're going to ride on board. Let's ride on board with Mr. Kinger, shall we? Or actually, you know what? Trackhawk seemed quite fast here, so let's ride on board with him. At least from what I remember on the leaderboards. And you know what? Let's take a moment. Let's go look at the leaderboards while they're doing their first outlap here. And see where we see some boomers. We got Mr. Colt Chevy with a 33-0. Brad Perk, 33-1. Let's see. I'm going to go until I find... Looks like the Bunk has the top time in this Silver Series. So let's go watch the Bunk. Is that you saying that this gives you PTSD? Yeah, this track, we were doing it the other direction, Spider, but man, that was something. But we're going to ride on board with the Bunk here, who currently has the best leaderboard PB, at least in the Boomer RS here, out of these silver racers. And let's see what his time is coming around the line at 33.8. Mad Matt already in a 33.7. Same with Racer Chick. Cyber ran a quick one. 33.672. So we know that some of these lovely people are able to get to the low 33s here. Let's see who's going to be the first to get to the... Oh, Racer Chick with a 33.1. That has to be a new PB for her. That is an epic time, honestly. That's better than my PB. So she's feeling good after that win. She's currently in that pole position with only a couple laps to go, and I mean that's better than any of the PBs we've seen from everybody else yet. So who knows? Could we see a second sweep for the night? And you know what? That was supposed to be my co-host for that gold stream, but you know what? Let me hear it in the chat. Would you want to see some insider action going into the races, seeing my POV for the race? Because I would like to race. So would you like to have a little listen-in racing with the squad, or would you rather have me up in the booth commentating it? It's up to you guys. Yeah, she beat your... Yeah, that's a really, really good time. The 33.1 is epic. So she will likely be starting on the pole here. Unless Cyber has something to say about it. Cyber does slightly improve, but not enough to be on that pole position. Wow. I mean, by 3/10, talk about a dominating qualifying time. So we got the next 4 positions, though, are all within a tenth of each other. So this is going to be a really, really good race. And I mean, when you think of Silver Series, these are currently the group of people that have been shining in this Silver Series. I mean, let me pull up the points here going into this week. I know Kinger was in the lead. I mean, yeah, this top 5 right here that you see on your screen are the top 5 endpoints. Kinger was in first, had a 11-point gap on Cyber, which grew after that race. Racer Chick gained a couple points. She was in third. Trackhawk in fourth. And the Bunk in fifth. Big points drop off from Trackhawk to the Bunk, though. So it's really been the Kinger Cyber Racers Trackhawk show, it seems. I see everyone saying for me to race. I would love... You know what? You're going to see a lot of action because I'm not going to be up front. I guarantee you that. But we are getting ready for 25 laps here at Vail Falls Main Circuit Reverse. I actually think this track fares better for league racing than the other way. That first corner going the main direction is just way too tight to fit 12 cars through. Well, we have tried. It is not easy. Looks like, yeah, we're just waiting on Squeller. We're getting ready to go here for one pace lap. And let's see what the trackside view looks like here. Oh, it looks phenomenal. Let's hop on board with AJ going into race number 1 here. Race number 2. I'm a moron. But we are going through our pace lap. Everyone is nice and lined up. Racer Chick on that pole position. Once again, congratulations to her on a epic time with that 33-1. But we are coming around the bend, coming to the line. Let's get stacked up, packed up, and we are going green here at Vail Falls Main Circuit Reverse. Race number 2 seems like a pretty clean start. Not too much going on. You can't see too much of the action, so I am going to hop off this track view for now. AJ really gets kind of pushed back towards the back of the pack, but this is what I mean. Everyone is still within breathing room of each other. Oh, and someone is around. Who is that? That's Kinger. Oh, no. Just like that, Kinger gets spun around, falls to the back of the pack. Racer, Trackhawk, and Cyber. And we're doing a full restart. I like the decision. Very, very wise decision on Squeller's part. So, full restart. Everyone gets their positions back. There we go. Kinger back up into that 4th place position. And we're going to do another little pace lap. Racer in that hot pink car. The Dancing Fairies shout out. Let's ride on. Let's ride on board with Risky Wreck this time around. Feeling a little more lucky with the Risky Wreck. But we are really slowing up here. This is interesting. All right, we are stacked up, packed up. Let's see how this one goes. There were some people that got spun around and stuff on lap 1 Oscar. That's why we did a restart. But we are green. They are damn near 4 wide up front there. But they snap out of it. They know it's an unwise decision. AJ and Risky Wreck had a really good start. AJ on the inside of Trackhawk doesn't really get it done. Matt's got to take advantage of that, though. AJ was a little sideways, scrubbing a lot of speed. And who is that? That is Kinger once again on the side of his car. And he's into the rock. Racer Chick really starting to run away with this one so far. The Bunk gets a little turned around, but not enough to spin him. That's going to put Mad Matt back up into 3rd, AJ in 4th, Risky Wreck in 5th. That puts Trackhawk, the Bunk, and Kinger. So 3 out of your top 5 qualifiers are now towards the back of the pack. mid back of the pack. But this is a battle here. The Bunk, Trackhawk, Risky Wreck, Petrie, Undead Outlaws also here. This is a good group of 5 cars battling it out for positions. Risky Wreck and the Bunk make a little bit of contact. Petrie hits the wall a little bit. Undead Outlaw with a really good run. Kind of pushes Petrie through that corner, giving him a little more extra, little bump of speed, to be honest. And everyone kind of gets single filed out. Now let's see if Racer Chick can run away. She already has a solid gap on Cyber here. She does have the fast lap so far as well, and she improves it. So 0.3 faster than Cyber that lap. And that'll add up real fast if that keeps happening. Mad Matt still up in third there. Having a hell of a showing. But he's up on 2 wheels. AJ and the Bunk get into him. They both make the pass happen. Trackhawk is hunting him down now. And just like that, one small mistake, you fall from 3rd to 5th. That's how easy it is here. Just kind of a blink of an eye. Like, whoa, what happened? AJ and the Bunk still side by side. Looks like Trackhawk is going to try and nip up the inside of Mad Matt here. Is he going to be able to do it? He will. But Mad Matt's going to have the exit speed. He's got the inside coming into this corner, but Trackhawk, very well done, trying to hold his line, kind of keeping Mad Matt off the optimal line. Nothing dirty, just, rubbin's racing. Looking a little farther to the back of the pack, let's hop on board with Mr. Wally as he watches this chaos in front of him unfold. Although it's kind of starting to form a little bit of a train. This is what gold does. We hop into a train and we don't really go for anything unless you're aggressive and like to poke people. Terrible luck for Kinger here. I mean, him wrecking it on the first restart and then again on the second one is brutal luck. But that can happen just like that, especially on a track like this. Mad Matt a little bit too far on the inside. That's going to give, who's that, Petrie, a good run. He's on the outside, coming into corner number 1. He's going to cut it in really nicely. Trackhawk is now pretty much on the back of AJ here, who is trying to hunt down the Bunk the best he can. Let's go see what's happening up front. Racer and Cyber really just running away with this race. The Bunk and Cyber both down to 0.4s, 33.4s. And looks like Racer Racer down to a 33.3. Oh, and the Bunk, as I flipped onto him, with a better 33.3, and that's a new PB for the Bunk. His previous PB by the leaderboards with a 33.311. So it's always good to see improvement like that, especially mid-race. That always feels really, really good when you look at that gold time and it's a new PB. That's tough to do in race, that's for sure. Looks like Slick is just not having a great night tonight. These are 2 very tough tracks, so with minimal practice, it's tough to be strong here. Oh, and it looks like Slick is actually pinging out of the race, which is super unfortunate. I really hope his car position doesn't mess anyone up. Let me see if I can find him real quick. No, he's in a safe spot, and he unfortunately lags out. But it looks like Racer is still just kind of edging out the competition here. I mean, there's a good battle going on like mid-pack here. Kinger's worked his way up to 9th. He's now past Undead Outlaw and Wally. AJ and Petrie side by side going at it, trying to get any little bit they can. It looks like almost everybody other than Mad Matt and Wally are in the 33s. But Racer Chick still dominating on this racetrack. You can tell that she was amped up and ready to go, especially after that race number 1 race win. She is well over halfway there. We got 10 laps to go. Looks like Mad Matt and Kinger are having a great battle here. Kinger is able to edge his way through. Able to sneak on by. And Trackhawk is kind of in no man's land here, trying to track down the bunk, but also has a good gap away from AJ. And, that's not a bad spot to be. No man's land is always good. Just run some good laps, get some clean air, breathe for a little bit. Walleye down to a 34.1. Over in his race, he was able to achieve a 33.9, so we'll see if he can do it again. If not, still a hell of a night for Walleye being able to come up and join these silver guys. I know he's probably just having an absolute blast. But Mad Matt, Undead Outlaw, Risky Wreck, having a great battle. Mad Matt just went a little too far on the outside, and Mad Matt hits the inside, almost takes out Risky Wreck with him. So it looks like Mad Matt got a little frazzled here. Kinger picking his way through the field. He's up into 7th now, and he's got Petrie and AJ and Trackhawk in sight. He could still have a top 4 finish here. Trackhawk again, still kind of in no man's land. Racer Chick still looks like she's holding on to that lead pretty good. Petrie now has the fast lap with 33.304. Petrie, very, very... What? Risky Wreck flipping? I'm not too sure what's going on with Mr. Risky Wreck at the moment. Looks like he's opting to retire. Hopefully everything's okay. And he leaves. Oh, Cybergamer passes Racer Chick. The caution is out. So this is exactly what Racer Chick did not want to see. But we are restacking, repacking, and we're going to let them loose here. Likely going to be a green-white checkered, I would assume. I would not be surprised if we could green to the end. Sorry for the yawn. Worked 10 hours, been up since 3 a.m. Quite tired, but we are green, green, green. And Racer trying to hold on to that inside, getting kind of squeezed off by Cyber and the bunk, but she manages to stay on top. Cyber going to make a little bit of contact here. Racer is able to hold on to that lead. We're going to hop on board with the bunk as we see all of this unfold. Racer playing very defensively. Very, very strong, strong defense here. Looks like the bunk is kind of just falling off pace just a little bit. But that's what Racer wants to see. She wants to see the bunk and Cyber start battling out a little bit here. She did gain a little bit off of that little bit of contact. And Cyber had to check up just a little bit to not hit Racer. Racer parking it on the apex. This is going to be an epic battle to the finish, I can already tell. But so far, Racer is holding on to this lead with everything she has. The bunk, again, in corner 1, just making a little bit of contact with Cyber. And that's gonna add up. Everyone's super clean through corner 2. This is the battle that we're going to watch. Cyber goes a little wide. The bunk, big contact made there. And that might just lock up the victory for Racer, as these guys are still side by side. Trackhawk joins the party, damn near making it 3 wide. Definitely caution cutoff there now. No more cautions. Green to the end. And the bunk is able to get by Cyber into second place. Trackhawk trying to do the same, trying to follow suit. Looking towards the back of the pack. Undead Outlaw and Petrie are having the battle of their lifetime with Kinger right in front of them. And this pack is really AJ through Racer Chick. Kinger not far off. But it looks like that battling between the bunk and Cyber might just be enough for Racer. Kylo, we play on normal damage. We usually have it up for vote, but it's almost always been normal, so we stopped voting on it. There was only one series in one season that they ran realistic, and it was just a nightmare. But we got some... Everyone's starting to kind of single file out here. The bunk goes a little wide. And Racer Chick is going to take the white flag. Let's see if she's going to be able to bring home the sweep. If she wins race number 2, this will be huge for her and her points. Especially if she's able to snag a fast lap on this last lap. It would be super epic. Winning all bonus points. Plus leading all 25 laps of this race. Very, very well done by Racer Chick for sure. And as she comes over the jump, nothing can stop her tonight. She is coming home with race number 2 victory with the bunk in second, Cyber in third, Trackhawk for fourth, AJ fifth, Kinger 6th, Petrie 7th, Undead Outlaw 8th, Mabat 9th, and Wally coming home in 10th. Very, very well done by Racer Chick. Sweep number 2 of the night. Are we going to see 3 sweeps? Who knows? I've heard we do have a wild zombie joining us tonight, so it could really go either way. But we will wait for Miss Racer Chick to join us up in the booth again. Speak of the devil, and she shall appear.
The devil?
Demon.
Stop! That reminds me of my dream.
Sweep number 2 of the night. Congratulations, Racer. Also leading all 25 laps.
Thank you.
What
That was scary.
Man, that late caution, I was terrified for you.
I was scared.
But it was an epic race for sure. I mean, it was... You really pulled away during the start of that race, and that caution, Cyber was doing everything he can to keep up with you. But the bunk was able to come in and save the day for you.
Yeah,
and
he kind of pushed him out of the way. I was like, thank you, the bunk.
Pushing Cyber around a little bit, getting a little pushy. But very well done. And that qualifying time, lady.
Where did that come from?
What the heck?
That was pretty good, huh? I did not expect that at all.
That was better than my PB. That was better than Spider's PB. That was better than Westberg's PB.
That
was something.
That's almost as good as Brad's and Colt's. That's crazy. I honestly don't know what happened.
Well, hey, whatever you did it well, and
it worked.
I hope you do the same. Actually, I don't hope you do the same, because it sounds like we're going to be doing a listen-in POV stream of the Gold Series.
Oh, you're going to race?
Because I kind of want to race.
Do it.
And by gummit, if I want to race, I shall.
Absolutely.
But congratulations once again, Racer Chick, on the back-to-back victories tonight. That's going to do wonders for your points battles.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited.
And
I'm happy with how everything went tonight. So
yeah, it went great. Remember, everybody, we're going to be doing a listen-in and POV stream. Don't worry, I won't be in the front, so you'll be able to see some action.
Stop it.
Oh, I won't be. No, I haven't practiced.
All right, I'm hopping out of here. You can sayonara.
Sounds good. Good luck in the Gold Series, Miss Racer.
Thank you.
That was race number 1 and 2 winner. Second sweep of the night, Miss Racer Chick. Let's wish her luck in the Gold Series. And remember, we're going to be doing a listen in, so we won't quite have the commentary. I'll still have the chat up in the corner, so, you know, if you send some messages, I might respond. But I'll be doing a quick intro, and then we'll be joining the chat once I start up this gold stream. So overall, I hope you guys enjoyed bronze and silver races, and I hope you enjoy the POV of the gold races. Thank you very much for tuning in. Don't go far. Race number, I guess technically 5 of the night. Race number 1 for the Gold Series will be coming up soon.